Good morning from Taiwan. This is Dyson Lin. Welcome to my live stream. This season is strange. I am not doing well this season. That is why I didn't do live stream for many days. Now I am at 6 ER, but 有这个了，好。我可能气象讲，今天5月开始一直寒到过年，所以搞啊春行就好听嘞。嘿啦，嘿啦，嘿。Another factor is I am challenging myself this season. Playing without instant training. In fact, so far so good, because I found a new troop combination that works. Let me show you. This is the new troop combination I am using this season. Surgeon brick with cluster grenade, heavies, and the most important and the most interesting, cryoneer. Cryoneer are especially useful with compact bases and rocket choppers. At first, I thought that I couldn't play rocket choppers without instant training, but to my surprise, I could use rocket choppers all the way. Perhaps that means my skill has been improved this season. Before this season, I could only play rocket choppers with heavy choppers. I didn't know how to play rocket choppers without heavy choppers. But this season, this season, I tried some different combinations, and finally I found this combination is good, especially for chest collecting. Perhaps we cannot win most opponents. Perhaps we will lose most of the battles, but at least we can collect time chests without problems. Okay, now let's collect the time chest. Then, after collecting this time chest, I will unlock troop damage. And my plan is to unlock Dr. Kaban and heavy char pass and shock launcher next. I am not sure whether I will unlock heavy char pass or shock launcher first. I will ask the opinion of my task force members, and I will see how uh, how they choose. Okay, first thing first. Now let's collect the time chest. I think this season is tough. This season is tough, especially for players without instant training. Okay, we got a 6 ER opponent. Let's see how to attack this. Let's attack from the weakest part, from the top left, because the bottom part is the strongest. Okay, I focus on trading, so one of my jockey choppers died. But okay, to collect a time chest, we only need to do 2 battles, and we only need to destroy 4 engine rooms in each battle. Yeah, we only need 8 engine rooms to collect a time chest. So it's okay even if I lost 1 jockey chava at the start. I think anyway we can collect 4 engine rooms in this battle. It's 9 o'clock. It's 9 a.m. in Taiwan. What time is it in your cities? It's in the morning or in the afternoon or at night? It seems that most of my audience comes from other countries, so it's interesting. I always don't know what time is best for me to do a live stream, because I can expect that my audience are in different time zones from me. Luckily, we won this battle. Let's review. Let me guess first. I guess the opponent used seekers. That is why he fizzled. Yeah, he used seekers. I am not good at seekers, but this season, especially this season, I have no instant trainings. So seekers are not a good option for players without instant training. But anyway, I found that I can win 3 ER or 4 ER opponents easily with the seekers, but not with players with 5 or more engine units. Now we can see that the opponent fizzled. That is another reason why I am using lucky choppers, because now most opponents are trying to use seekers. I think they have instant training, but they can be our advantage because we don't use seekers. We use lucky chopper. We do our battles slowly but steadily. If our opponents fizzle, then we will win. Yeah, so my strategy is to battle slowly. We are not in a hurry. We can do it at our pace. I think after we unlock troop damage, we will do our attacks a little faster. And after that, perhaps tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, we will unlock heavy choppers. Heavy choppers are the game changer in every season. In every season, people are always waiting for heavy choppers. It is the same this season. My base only has minimum defense because I try to get more engine room as fast as possible. So I didn't unlock the defensive buildings of the main page. But of course, this will give us some disadvantage. But we need to endure that. It's always a trade-off between speed and defense. Because we focus on speed, that means we try to get better offense sooner than our opponents. But the cost is our defense is much weaker than our opponents. So we need to solve this problem. How can we solve this? Well, in fact, there are no many methods. We can only hope our opponents will seekers with zero. But this opponent is interesting. The opponent is using a combination of seekers and heavy choppers and Lucas. Interesting combination. But the problem is, I think he will zero. Most of the troops died. I think as we get more engine rooms, seekers will have less chance to win. Because seekers will need to spend more time to destroy engine rooms. Because now we have extra building health. So now I think we can win some opponents with the seekers. Okay, let me announce this broadcast to some other Telegram chat rooms groups. Okay, wait with me for a few minutes. Okay, let me post my live stream in some Boom Beach Telegram chat groups or chat room. I'm not sure which term is better, but you know what I mean. Okay, so hopefully we will get more audience. It's strange that my Telegram, okay, my desktop Telegram is working, but my web page Telegram is crashed. I don't know why. Okay, let's return to our live stream. Let's okay. We have got our time chest. Now we can unlock troop damage, and we will upgrade it to tick 5 immediately. I can upgrade jockey launcher, but I'd rather save my keys, save my tokens for Dr. Kavan, heavy choppers, and shock launchers. I'd like to upgrade these 3 first, and only after that I will upgrade jockey launchers. As usual, we have collected our time chest for the first account. Now let's switch to the second account. Okay, now we have 2 audience, and one is me. So in fact, I have 1 audience. Okay, welcome. Because I haven't do any live stream for more than 1 week, perhaps about 2 weeks, I think. This account is a rank 18. We are getting in this case, I think we can try. Okay, let's try Rocky Choppers. And we will fly all the way to behind our defensive buildings. This is a powerful strategy when the engine rooms are located at the back. I think the purpose of this layout is to defend seekers or other ground troops. But the advantage is obvious. This layout cannot defend jockey choppers or heavy choppers. Yeah, this layout cannot defend flying troops. Okay, we got 258. Marcelo Ramirez. Hi, Marcelo. Welcome. I haven't do live stream for many days because I am not doing well this season. But anyway, let me show you how to collect time chests effectively. And when we are lucky, we can still win some opponents. Okay, we will win this battle. We will replay to see why the opponent fizzled. What troop combination did he use? Yeah, I wonder. Let's see later. Let's replay. He is using in fact, the opponent used a similar troop combination as mine. The only difference is he used more heavies than me. So he has only 3 Rocky Choppers. For me, my troop combination is 4 bolts of heavies, 1 bolt of Cryoneers, and 4 bolts of Rocky Choppers. I think that is why he built he used too few Rocky Choppers. So he couldn't attack fast enough. This is why he built. In fact, it is always it always needs a lot of trials and errors to find out what troop combination is good for us. This is my troop combination for this season. Most of the time I use this troop combination. This is a 5ER opponent. Let's see what to do. Let's decide order of attack. Of course, let's start from the weakest part. It's always a good idea to attack the weakest part first. This will keep our troops alive. We don't want to lose many troops at the start of a battle. And let's use cryo bomb. Cryo bombs are very useful. It's a special. It's a prototype this season. I think I need to move my troops together so that I can protect my Rocky Choppers better. We lost 1 Rocky Chopper. Lost 1 Rocky Chopper. Okay, our Rocky Choppers can fly above the gap directly. That is very convenient. Okay, now we can finish this paper. Opponent has retreated. We are very lucky this morning. We will watch the replay to see how the opponent reloaded. Okay, the opponent used 8 Lucky Choppers. But I think 8 Lucky Choppers was not suitable for our layout. No troops defend can defend the Rocky Chopper. As a result, the Rocky Chopper will die easily. Yeah, we can see. Not only one left. Okay. So when we use Rocky Choppers, it is important to have some other troops to protect them. I have stayed at rank 18 for many days. Okay. Anyway, let's collect the time chest first. Let's unlock troop damage and upgrade it to Tick 5. Then we will switch to the third account. Okay, let's collect the time chest for the third account. This season, I still play all my 3 accounts. But I have no instant training this season, so I have spent this time playing Boom Beach. In fact, perhaps this is good for me. I mean, I can save much time. My purpose, the purpose this season is to see how far I can go without instant training. Because in previous seasons I used instant training for many seasons, I think. But this season I try to challenge myself playing without instant training. See how this will affect. Okay, let's escape. Let's escape from the explosion. By playing without instant training, I have improved my skill a little this season. Because I was forced to play less, and that means I need to play more smartly. I need to have a better plan before I start an attack. I think this is good. But of course, I found that my opponent with instant training have obvious advantage against me. To be honest, I still miss instant training. But anyway, let's see how this season will turn out. We will lose this battle. Dark is always important. All of my 3 accounts started at the same rank, but obviously they are at different ranks now. one important factor is luck. You see, one of my accounts is rank 18, and this account is at rank 17. Yeah, and but it has been at rank 18. And then my another account is it's at rank 17 too. We will collect the time chest first, then we will do more battles to see whether we can reach rank 19 this morning. Okay, we got 35 base. This season it seems that players with 30 bases are doing better. They win by defense. Another goal of me this season is to do tech riding. So I don't have 30 bases this season. I only have naked bases. But after we unlock heavy choppers, I think things will become better. We lost to Rocky Chopper because this base is has very strong defense. It has thick 5 Rocky launchers. Now let's attack surrounding remote. No, this first. We cannot finish the battle. Fishy, hi Dyson, hi Fishy, welcome. Our opponent is okay. If we are lucky, we can still win this battle. It seems that he will fizzle, but I'm not sure whether he will fizzle better than us or worse than us. It seems that he will win. Okay, he can destroy 1 or 2 engine rooms. It's interesting that yesterday I only met very few opponents that fizzled. But this morning most of my opponents fizzled. I don't know what is happening. But to handle this trend, that means we just need to play more safely. We just need to clear the base slowly. We, 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 we are not in a hurry. Okay. It's hot today in Taiwan. Now I have turned on my air conditioner in my room. I haven't used my air conditioner for many days. Recently, for a couple of days, it has been hot in Taiwan. But the weather forecast says that it will become cold again tonight. How interesting! He used heavies and cryonians. Okay, this is an interesting combination. Because our opponent has very strong defense. On the other hand, that means his offense is not strong. Because he has spent most of his cheese and the tokens on unlocking and upgrading his defensive buildings. I think that is why he only has heavies and cryonians. Otherwise, I think he will use lucky choppers. Fishy, how's your season? It's hotter. It's hotaru. Okay. Yeah, I think your photo looks familiar. Okay, I changed my name. Okay. By the way, what did hotaru mean? Is it a Japanese term? I can speak a little Japanese. Not much, but a little. I learned Japanese for 2 years when I was a college student. So I can speak some simple Japanese. Look at the boom mines. This space is terrible for ground troops. That is why I am using rocket choppers. Because if we only use ground troops, they will die easily on such a base. A base with many boom mines. In Taiwan, many college students are interested in Japanese animation. When I was a college student, many of my friends were interested in Japanese comic and animation. So many students, including myself, learned Japanese at our college. Because anyway, it is free if we learn it at our college. It will cost much money if we learn it outside our college. If we learn it in some language classrooms. Two of my college friends, the tip of how they learned Japanese was very interesting. They watched the animation movie Gundam for more than 10 times, and somehow they got the script for the movie, and they just read the script sentence by sentence as they watch the Gundam movie. And their Japanese ability was much improved after that. That is an interesting way to learn a foreign language by watching animation. But I don't know how they got the script of the movie. Perhaps they found it on the internet. This player was a good seeker player. Okay, his seekers destroyed our 6 engineers. My plan is to get heavy choppers, and then we'll go to 7ER. Let's look at the tech tree. And I will unlock and upgrade more building defensive building only after I get 7 engineers. Okay. Now our next step is to unlock Dr. Kaban. We need 2 more chests. We need 25 keys, and 25 plus 40. We need 65 keys to unlock heavy choppers. But perhaps we will unlock shock launcher first. I will ask for my task force members' opinion before I decide which one to unlock first. Because there are some very strong players in my task force. Okay, we have a legendary member. This season, 30 bases are winning now. I don't know whether this trend will change later. But for now, 30 bases win. And I am doing tech riding this season. Fishing yet 6 years are 30. All around the world, the Japanese staff. Looks like you have a drug season. Yeah. I have started rank 70 and rank 18 for many days. I don't know when I will get a rank 19. I know the top 3 in your task force. LOL. Oh, that's good. The most of the players in my task force are Chinese players. Because now there are 2 servers, one international server and the other is the Chinese server. So some of the Chinese players stay on the international server, but some of the players choose to play on the Chinese servers. But from the chat in my WeChat group or WeChat chat room on my task force, it seems that most of the top Chinese players are staying on the international server. Because some of them have different accounts on both the international server and the Chinese server, and they said that there were less top players on the Chinese server, so they need to spend more time to looking for opponents. So it seems that it's good to play on the international server. Now, all of my 3 accounts have just enough troop damage and maximize it this morning. Now let's do more battles to see how this will help us. I hope we can reach rank 19. I never know it is so hard to reach rank 19 so hard for a few seasons. The Chinese server is held full of skilled seeker players. Are you saying the top Chinese in the server have accounts in international server? Yes. Some of the top Chinese players are in my task force. Some of them are professional. By professional, I mean actually they can make money by playing Boom Beach. Because after I joined my task force, I found that it seems common that some top Chinese players are freelancers. People can hire them to play for hours. It seems that they got paid by hour. It's interesting that a game like Boom Beach can have some professional players. Something like professional tennis or other sports. So that also means they are very skillful because they spend hours playing Boom Beach every day. And some players can get on global top 50 or even top 5 easily. One of the members in my task force was global top 1 on the international server this season. But interestingly, his account was banned after he got global number 1. I don't know what happened. Are we friends in that account? I'm not sure. You mean Facebook or Telegram or WeChat? Okay. You mean Boom Beach? I think. We can check. We can check that later. I will see whether you are in my friend list. I think you are at least in my friend list of one of my 3 accounts. We can check that later. What time is it in your city, Fishy? Okay, we need to show our troop damage. Interesting. Ever Spark. Okay, Ever Spark. Perhaps Ever Spark makes sense with Rocky Chapas because Ever Spark can generate many creatures, and creatures can protect Rocky Chapas. It seems that we won by our extra troop damage. Okay, let's see the friend list. Friend list. Now this one. Issue. I think it's in the alphabetical order. So your name should here. H should be after E. Now this account. Let's check other accounts. By the way, you can scan the QR code to add this account as a friend. Let's check other two accounts. Yeah, I think that you are not on the friend list of this account. Well, Hodaru. Interesting. So your name is still Hodaru on Boom Beach? Okay, so so you are friend on this account. Okay, you are here. Let's check. Let's check another. Let's check another account. Friends. Okay, if you are not on this account friend list, you can scan the QR code. Okay, you are on the friend list of this account. So you are only okay. Let's switch to the first account. So you are okay. So this one. Okay, great. Now you are on my friend list. Let's check where it is. Okay, here. Now, thanks. You are welcome. Now let's try to do more battles. First, let's return to rank 18 for all the three accounts. Again, 30 base. Let's attack the nearest base. I think ground troops will have a very hard time on this base. this season we have cryo bombs. That makes things easier. I always feel relieved after I complete my attack on the dirty base. Because sometimes I will feel I think we have made weaker opponents this morning than yesterday. Yesterday, most of my opponents won against me, and very little of them zero. But this morning, the situation is opposite. This morning, most of my opponents zeroed, so I can win most of my battles easily, just to keep my troops survive. If my troops can survive to the end, I can win. We got 16 stars from win streak. Let's see the opponent replay. This I know the characters are Korean characters, but I didn't learn Korean, so I don't know how to pronounce the opponent's name. I can see that it's a Korean name. But of course, just because his name is a Korean name doesn't mean he is a Korean player. For example, some top Chinese players also played on other country. I mean, they opened some of their accounts in other countries and pretended to be a foreigner. It's interesting. And of course, they will have some English names for their accounts in foreign countries. So it's hard to judge the nationality of a player just by looking at his or her name. Sometimes people just try to be humorous, I think. Okay, we are in a win streak. Okay, that is rare in this season. I didn't have much win streak this season. Currently maintaining rank 21 stuck since 14 days left in the season. Marcelo Ramirez, you don't use seekers? Yes. This I only use seekers 3 ER or 4 ER. Yeah. I can win easily with seekers on 3 ER and 4 ER. But I found the seekers are difficult to win on 35 ER base, such as this base. On such bases, seekers will have a hard time. And in fact, the main reason I don't play seeker this season is I am challenging myself by playing without instant training this season. And seekers just need too much time to train without instant training. So I only play seekers for fun on 3 ER and 4 ER basis. Not just for fun, because on 3 ER and 4 ER basis, seekers are the best choice. They can win. They can win very fast. But other than that, I think although some opponents can still win me easily on my 6 ER base, But that's because my base is a naked base. On the dirty base, seekers, I think for 36 ER or 7 ER bases, seekers will be less and less useful. In fact, at the end of each season, seekers are almost useless. I mean, when most people got 7 engine rooms, seekers are abandoned, I think. We just unlocked troop damage, and now it seems help us a lot. I think our opponent didn't unlock troop damage. That is why we win the opponent so much. But it's strange that the opponent unlocked Ever Spark. Have you met many opponents with Ever Spark? I just met 2 or 3 opponents with Ever Spark this morning. But before that, I think I never met any opponents with Ever Spark. Is it a new trend? But I don't think Ever Spark is doing well. I prefer Dr. Caban. I will unlock Dr. Caban this midnight. It's 10 a.m. in Taiwan. I will get my next time chess 4:30 p.m. and I need 2 more time chess to unlock Dr. Caban, which means 17 about 17 hours from now. Let's check the tech tree. I will not upgrade rocket launchers now because I will unlock and upgrade Dr. Caban and heavy chopper and shock launchers first. By the way, have you unlocked heavy choppers or shock launchers? Which one should we unlock first? Should we unlock heavy choppers first, or should we unlock shock launchers first? The reason for shock launchers is obvious. Shock launchers can defend against seekers. I think every season after shock launchers are unlocked, seekers disappear suddenly because shock launchers and shock mines are the best defense against seekers. And the other 2 defenses are machine guns and flamethrowers. Okay, so it's great that we are in a 5x win stream. Then let's see whether we can get back to drink 18 first, and then we can try drink 19. In my task force, in fact, the names we see here are some top Chinese players. Some of them have got global number 1 in previous season, so they are very strong. I was very lucky to got invited to join this task force because before the new Chinese server, these top Chinese players were in different Chinese task forces. But after the server, after the new servers, in the international server and the Chinese server, they created a new task force on the international server, and I was very lucky that one of their officers were were in the same Telegram chat room that I joined. It's a OP Destroy or Skull Crucials chat room. I'm not sure. Anyway, he put an invitation there and said that their new task force welcome new players. So I joined the task force. And it's very good that all my 3 accounts joined the task force. Because a few seasons ago, some of the top international task forces invited me to join them. I said that could all of my 3 accounts join your task force? If so, I will join your task force. But it is very strange. 2 or 3 international task forces said no to me. They all said that only one of my accounts can join the task force. But this will cause difficulty for me because at that time my 3 accounts formed a small task force. And my small task force, every day my small task force did the operation tango, and each of my 3 accounts could get 20 diamonds. So I said, if one of my accounts left my task force, I cannot finish Tango anymore. So I said that either my 3 accounts will join a task force or none of my accounts will join your task force. But luckily, this new task force accepted my 3 accounts. And in fact, most of the players in my task force play multiple accounts. I think they must have spent hours playing every day. Because some of them even have more than 3 accounts, I think. Because they have accounts on both the international server and the Chinese server. Most of the top Chinese players have accounts on both the international server and the Chinese server. I think the main reason is that they hope to see the trend on both servers. They are professional. They spend much time to study how other players play. Yeah, that is very respectful. They are doing their research. And this season, it seems that the players on the Chinese server this season and the next season too, it seems that it's harder to get a higher ranks on the Chinese server. I think that is because there are fewer players on the Chinese server now, and another reason is there are too many top players there. We will lose this battle. I think our opponent used Seekers. We can verify that later. My base is a naked base, so many opponents beat me easily with Seekers. But I think that will change after we unlock shock launchers. Do you think it's better to unlock heavy choppers or shock launchers first? 3-7. 3-7 is with seekers, I think. Okay, seekers. He dropped 5 bolts of seekers, then 3 bolts of seekers. Okay, we need shock launchers to stop seekers. Let's check how many keys we need. We have 19 keys, so we need 23 keys for Dr. Carbine. 23 and 40. That adds up to 63. 63. 103. 103, so we mean 5 golden chests. I think we will not unlock Hidden Warrior, although it seems very interesting. But I think they cannot survive on a dirty base. I think it would have been very useful on a 3ER or 4ER engine room, but it is too late to unlock Hidden Warriors now. Julieta Ramirez. I like the Seeker's attacks. Yeah, I like the Seeker's attacks to yeah. Whenever I see an opponent good as Seekers, I always respect them. But because I am not good at Seekers, and this season I don't use instant training. So it's especially hard for me to use Seekers this season. But I can use Seekers to beat 3ER or 4ER opponents easily this season. I think my skills of Seekers and Jockey Choppers have improved this season, especially Jockey Choppers. In the past, I only know how to attack with Jockey Choppers only when I have heavy Choppers. This season, as you see, I found this combination work well. 3 bolts of heavies, 1 bolt of Cryoneers, and 4 Jockey Choppers have worked well for me this season. That's my favorite combination this season. I haven't used Cryoneers for many seasons, but this season I found it's very convenient if we have Cryoneers when we attack a dirty base. Okay, let's move our troops together. And then this morning I found that most of my opponents fizzled. And it's interesting that most of my opponents used the Seeker this morning fizzled. That is strange because in the past few days I also encountered many opponents with seekers, but most of them beat me easily. This morning I didn't know what happened. I didn't know what happened. But this morning many of my opponents that used seekers fizzled. I don't know why. Because if they fizzled, if they fizzled for many times, uh, perhaps they would have switched to other troop combination. And this morning I encountered about half of my opponents used seekers, and the other half opponents used jockey trappers, and most of them fizzled. That is strange. That is very strange. Because my base is a naked base, normally a player will not fizzle on such a naked base because it's not a dirty base. But I found that some of my opponents used only 8 jockey trappers. I think that is why they fizzle, because they had no other troops to protect the jockey trapper. Cannons and boom cannons and even sniper towers can kill jockey trappers easily if they have no protection. Okay, now I think it's possible that we get back to rank 18. I got a rank 18 a few days ago, and then 2 of my accounts never returned back to rank 18 since then. So first, let's get them back to rank 18, and then we can try to battle for rank 19. This base is interesting. In fact, for such a base, it is interesting to use 8 rocky trappers, but it has a damage amplifier, so it's not easy for 8 rocky trappers to beat this base. So I will still use my favorite combination this season. Their defensive buildings are clustered. Okay, so let's beat the cluster first. Because he has a damage amplifier. That means most possibly the opponent will put his main defensive buildings together, so that the damage amplifier can amplify them. But that also make it easy to attack this base, because we can use cryo bombs or shock bombs to shock or freeze their main defensive buildings altogether. Okay, 237. Let's see what the okay, we will win this battle. Another interesting point is grenadiers. Some opponents with Grenadiers beat me badly this season. It's interesting. Yeah. Because Grenadiers are very slow. By the way, Grenadiers were my favorite troops before Bombardiers appeared. Uh, at those days, my favorite troop combination was five bolts of Grenadiers and three bolts of medics. But after Bombardiers appeared, because Bombardier has a longer range than Grenadiers, so Bombardiers became my new favorite troops. They replaced Grenadiers. But now, in this season, we have no Bombardiers. So suddenly, Grenadiers become a good choice this season, especially on a battle between two players with 30 bases, because Grenadiers can survive easily, especially with medics and pioneers. So if uh, if the opponent fizzle, then a player can win easily with Grenadiers. This season we have cryo bombs. That that is very handy. Cryo bombs are similar to shock bombs, so effectively we have twice more shock bomb this season. Okay, we can retreat. Uh, so this layout is good. Okay, this layout is good against Rocky Chapas. It's well spread. It's well spread. Okay. The opponent's name is Taylor. Taylor. Okay. I see. Taylor is the Japanese translation for the English word terror. Okay. Japanese terror. Let's see its replay. Okay. No wonder. Seekers. Seekers are an art, I think. Wow. Okay. Beautiful hit. 17.55. 5 wins, 7 losses. That is good. This morning when I started this account, there were 9 losses and 1 win, I think. It seems that it's hard to get rank 19. Seekers good for this base. We can try Seekers. because it seems that it's a naked base. It's a naked base. Okay, let's try little orders. And then okay, we will try seekers this time. Will this work? Let's drop some creatures to help the seekers. Wow, that's bad. Let's try. Okay, we don't have enough energy for creatures. Perhaps the opponent. Okay, he is not using seeker. He's using heavies. Only heavies. Interesting. So the conclusion is we should have used the usual combination of heavies, cranials, and rocky choppers, and should not have tried to win first with seekers. For now, it's still better for me to win slowly, not win fast. But anyway, it seems that we will win this time. The opponent will fizzle or not. Okay, let's see the replay later. Let's change our troop to the usual combination. The next goal is Dr. Caban. Okay, with Dr. Caban's second wind, I think we can play a little faster than now. Then, yeah, in fact, I prefer heavy choppers to shock launchers, but I am afraid that I need to unlock shock launchers first, because if we have shock launchers, we can defend against seekers. Perhaps that will help us to get rank 19. And then we will unlock heavy chopper. If things go well, perhaps we can get rank 19 or rank 20 with shock launchers and heavy choppers. After that, my plan is to unlock the 7th engine room. Then after that, I think we will get an additional shock launcher. Then building damage, troop damage, doom cannon, and more gunboat energy. Okay, there's a doom cannon here. I don't know whether perhaps I will unlock doom cannon after I unlock heavy chopper. Not now. Another thing to consider is laser rangers. The combination of heavy choppers and laser rangers seem good, especially for compact bases. It's 10:30 a.m. in Taiwan now. So I think we will finish this live stream after we finish this battle. I start this live stream 1.5 hours ago, I think, at 9 a.m. Taiwan time. This base has a damage amplifier. It is damage amplifier. So we can use a cryo bomb to freeze them together. I think we will lose this battle. In fact, we can retreat because we don't have troops to. We don't have enough troops to. Okay, it seems that we can destroy the bomb cannons. So we don't have. Oh, interesting. What is it doing? Okay. The Rocky Chopper is attacking creatures. I never saw this before. It's interesting. Our creatures and their creatures. Okay. Both zero. We win. Okay. It's interesting that we win it this way. The opponent used Seekers. Perhaps he used cryo bombs too early. And he used shock bombs. Strangely, the shock bomb didn't shock the flamethrower. That's the reason why the Seekers got killed, because the shock bomb didn't shock the flamethrower. Okay. I think I will do more live stream after I unlock heavy chopper. Heavy choppers are especially useful when we have no instant training, because usually most of our heavy choppers will survive during a battle. So anyway, heavy chopper is the best troop either for players with instant training or for players without instant training. Okay, we are almost at rank 18. Yeah, it's interesting that I can play without instant training this season. In fact, I was surprised about it. It surprised me that rocket choppers can be trained fast enough, soon enough, that we can play. For example, I have played for 1.5 hours this morning without instant training. But another trick is I have 3 accounts, so I can play on other 2 accounts when one of my account is waiting for troop training. That was my original plan. I played 3 accounts so that I could play without instant training. That was my original plan for playing 3 accounts. The reason is I thought that I could play 3 accounts, then I don't need instant training. I don't need instant training at all. But later I found that for some troops, instant training is still needed. For example, seekers, because most seekers will die during a battle. It will take hours to train the seekers. I think perhaps I will try to do my live stream at different times. For example, this morning I have did this live stream, and perhaps I will try to do other live streams. For example, at 4:30 p.m. Taiwan time, because my my time checks and that time is 8:30 a.m. in 8 hours, 4:30 p.m. and 0:30 midnight. Okay. 20, not 20, 23, 23, 63, 103. Okay, so we need 6 time chests or 2 days to unlock Dr. Kaban, heavy choppers, and shock launchers. Okay, so anyway, I think I will do more live streaming after I unlock each of Dr. Kaban, shock launcher, or heavy chopper. Each will need two time chests. So perhaps I will try to do live streams every 16 hours if possible. I don't know whether this is possible. Okay, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.